Announced around November last year, now coming to PCs and all consoles within 2024. At number 1, we've got here an action-adventure RPG in the making here, maybe what you'd get by mixing The Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warrior, and also the Elden Ring. In fact, more interactive, a game called We Kill Monsters. Guys, We Kill Monsters is actually the work of Annapurna Interactive that will offer both a single and a multiplayer as well. Check it out. Coming from the same team who came up with the first part of its series, Grand Emprise Time Travel Survival, we've got here another one in the making due for the same platform, PC, in the following month, going by the name Portals Apart. This game, of which case you're unfamiliar with, is a base-building survival adventure with even more variety of items now, locations, and action. Check it out, the game's coming out soon here.
I once was stranded, as you. Now, my mind is betwixt the portals. Take care not to sacrifice your being. Or as you will end up portals apart.
My name is Zhao, a shaman of Kenira.
Moving on to number 4, we have a passion project here from a solo developer, a single-player side-scrolling platformer going by the name Tales of Kenira, which at this point all we know is set to arrive on 23rd of April this year on Switch PCs and also the next generation of consoles as well.
I will not stop. Kalunga, God of Death, hear my plea. Kalunga, God of Death, come to me!
Show me you are ready.
Moving on to number 5, as its developer's first work. In case you missed it, we've got here a noir-filled first-person shooter that actually draws inspiration from the classic cartoons of, 30s. Here going by the name just simply Mouse. If you, I guess, grew up watching old rubber hose black and white cartoons, just keep in mind, this good-looking fella actually due out for PC, Switch, and both generation of consoles sometime next year. And that's all we know. Lon Stalkers launches for early access on PCs in the first half of 2024, just got word. And it's actually available right now through a demo on Steam as well. In case you missed it, a week ago, the game is a free-to-play dungeon crawler where players in teams of up 3 stalkers enter dungeons and fight against 5 different teams of enemies. Loots for stuff. Check it out in case you missed it.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
Death Relives, on the other hand, announced a few weeks ago. Over here is a 3D first-person survival horror action exploration game in which the player will enter this nightmare-ish world where survival from long-forgotten gods is the ultimate objective. So you get to explore real historical places from Aztec mythology, all whilst fighting, hiding, and discovering that one's an Aztec god. The game is coming out to PCs in the next generation of consoles in about a few months from here. Red Sunrise, I believe the second time we're mentioning over here in the list, is a first-person shooter that offers heavy military conflicts in different parts of the world, where players get to relive the life of a mercenary and will have to finish all sorts of different missions in private military companies, government agencies, and other organizations in hot spots all around the world. Check it out, the game's coming to PCs only sometime this year. Coming from the same publishers of the last year's Souls-like platformer, Tunic, and also Night in the Woods, we've got here another dope-looking 3D cartoony project going by the name Usual Jane. It's basically an action-adventure game where you play as June, a college student who happens to be able to talk to ghosts. Anyway, here's a trailer. The game's coming to PCs only early next year. Mentioned this one recently, coming from one of the best indie game developers in the industry. The same folks who actually made Abyss Story, Rotoforce, Gravity Circuit. We've got here another open world adventure, or rather walking simulator game going by the name Whisper. And by that, it just means someone who's into wisps, or basically, you're a wisp seeker. Anyway, you're a wisp too. Anyway, this game over here is coming to PCs only sometime this year. Mentioned this one last December. Finally here with a demo on Steam. Holdstein, in case you missed it, is a 2D, 3D, again 2D isometric pixel art and survival horror game when it's in 3D. It's actually made, as its developers stated, to capture the feeling of a pretty old classic or a retro game with modern elements and a lot of nostalgia. Check it out, this game is indeed a first-person survival horror in portions, coming to PC, Switch and other consoles as well.
Oddział terenowy Jeziorny Kolumbia. Kiedy to będzie wszystko gotowe? Panie, kto to wie? Rok, dwa.
Coming up behind that from around June last year, we've got here Unawake, work with the old publishers Toplets Productions. This here, in case you have been missing out on, is a character customization based action RPG adventure, something the same style of both the Mass Effect games and Dragon Age. So probably what you'd get if you were to happen to mix both of them and hand them over to an indie developer. There's a trailer. The game's set to be released for PCs and due out soon.
There they are.
Where?
Coming from the same developers of the famous Untitled Goose game, at number 13, we've got here another pretty bizarre co-op exploration adventure game thing going by the name Big Walk, which not only sounds pretty interesting, but it took over the internet as soon as it was announced last month. Here's the trailer. Although we're not really sure what it is, it offers an open world and will thoroughly be a multiplayer game.
Too bad they never made another one.
Coming in at number 14, after more than 15 years of wait, I guess, I was personally so obsessed with this one as a teenager. God knows the days I've missed going out just to, Anyway, well, we've got over here the sequel to the old physics puzzle game World of Goo. There's a short trailer. The game is said to be coming to PCs, Switch, and consoles as well, possibly by mid-2024. Coming from the same creators of the famous Dead Cells, at number 15 we've got the folks' new work going by the name Windblown, which is another fast action roguelite that lets you, alone or in co-op, become the ultimate killing machine as you enhance your skills and master your weapons in search of that perfect run. There's a trailer. The game is coming to PCs only sometime later this year.
Got a bit of an infestation here at the storage facility.
Now, no longer in early access on Steam, but coming out in a few months. Eventually, at number 16, we have a co-op horror first-person action game. You go by the name Infestation Origins. You play the role of an exterminator, treating sinister infestations caused by twisted versions of classic characters in the urban legends. Does that make sense? No, not to me either when I was reading it, but here's a trailer. It does make sense. Coming from the same publishers, developers of the famous game Inscription, number 17, and we've got here Pony Island 2, Panda Circus, another point-and-click puzzle game about time, myth, divinity, and history. Well, the trailer over here will show you what I'm talking about on paper. It doesn't make sense either, this game, but the game is said to be coming out to PCs exclusively in 2025.
Just wait a second, man.
And last but not least, we've got the Unbroken, described on Steam as a mood-heavy action-adventure that takes players into the shoes of a lawman in search for a traitor. It's a classic first-person RPG shooter with multiple routes to achieve your goals and stuff, different endings as well. The game is coming to PCs only, we hear next month. Enjoy.